It's almost been 30 years since Tekken first debuted on arcades in Japan and around the world. Starting as one of the blockiest fighting games in the genre, Tekken has evolved to become the premier 3D fighting game on the market. Now entering its 8th mainline entry, has Tekken evolved to become the true king of fighters, or is it still a first round knockout? Kicking things off is the story mode itself. Spanning 15 chapters, Tekken 8 continues the Mishima blood feud that has been going on since the very first game, though this time it is focused on Kazuya Mishima and Jin Kazama continuing the events of Tekken 7. Sorry Heihachi fans, but
Heihachi Mishima is completely dead.
And not a single Akuma is to be seen. For the segment of the story we can tell you about, Jin takes on Kazuya in New York. The battle is the same as you would have played in the Tekken 8 demo that was released a little while back. Kazuya wins the battle, announcing the latest King of Iron Fist tournament, where the winning country will be supreme and all others will be left in the dust. But also this leaves Jin doubting himself, now lacking the ability to call upon the Devil Gene at will. After some internal debate and some challenges from other characters in the game, Jin enters the King of Iron Fist tournament. Jin makes his way through the qualifying rounds, encountering the mysterious Reina in the process. While Namco Bandai have us chained by an NDA when it comes to the rest of the story and all the elements after the end of Chapter 3, I will say things only get more insane from here. From homages to past Tekken additional modes like Tekken Force, to returning boss characters, more new transformations than a Dragon Ball Z fight, and a finale that goes for over 15 to 20 minutes with 10 fights involved with the same character, all leading to an ending that will have you cursing Tekken director Harada's name in frustration or satisfaction, depending on how you like the finale. Arcade Quest is another story mode for you to play in Tekken 8. Outside of using it to unlock special costume pieces and Super Ghost Battle mode, it's just an offline ranking mode that will throw anything at you from the get-go. If you follow the story battles, you will gain ranks quickly, but the mode will throw extremely hard challenges at you from Chapter 1 to the point where I was almost about to smash my brand new monitor to pieces because they threw a high level Fang player into the mix in the beginning arcade block that counted 99% of my moves and smashed the living hell out of me with long string combos. So pretty much with this mode, if you like a challenge, play it, otherwise skip it. Rounding out the usual suspects of Tekken 8's game modes are the arcade mode, a standard 9-fight series, with no character endings unfortunately, a practice mode to hone your skills, versus for some couch-based matches, customization mode where you can customize your favourite fighter, your Arcade Quest avatar, and player profile. Oh yes, Tekken Bowl is also back. Yes, the Fight Over Bowl mode from Tekken 3 is back and still as fun as ever. Getting to the core gameplay that you'll be spending most of your time with in Tekken 8, you'll be fighting in one-on-one matches consisting of 3 to 5 rounds where your aim is to reduce your opponent's life bar down to 0 before they do it to you. As usual, you do this through a combination of punches, kicks, throws and special moves. For those who like the rage arts from Tekken 7, you'll be happy to know that they're back and they are just as over the top as you would expect. The newest addition to Tekken 8 when it comes to gameplay is the Heat system, a small gauge that you can use once per round for a limited time to do special rush moves and combos that do a bit more damage than usual special moves. Using this gauge is something that you will want to master quickly as it can turn the tide of battle in moments, leaving your opponent open, and to be juggled is a must in this mode as you do more damage while the gauge drains and the better position you'll be overall. Taking the game online doesn't change things up too much. The main difference here is that you will go through a test of your skills against a CPU opponent to get your starting rank, and then you will fight other people online to improve from here. This does make for a better matchmaking experience in the long run. Tekken 8 has oceanic servers, not that it matters much thanks to rollback netcode working like a dream. Even playing against players in Europe with a 300 millisecond high ping, I never noticed anything out of place as there was no frame drops at all, a big improvement over Tekken 7. Turning to the graphics, those wonderful images that you'll be seeing all through the review, Tekken 8 looks really good, and we mean really good. When the game was first announced, we did dismiss the game looking something like Tekken 7, but there has been a decent upgrade to the graphics between the two games. This is thanks to using Unreal Engine 5, with the character models getting some more detail. For example, the scarring on Kazuya looks a lot nastier than it did in Tekken 7. The particle effects have also been given an overhaul, looking more flash than last time. Now, Tekken 8 was reviewed using a PC key. While we cannot comment on Xbox or PlayStation versions, we did notice a lot of frame rate issues during the story mode, especially when it switched from cutscenes or introduction videos to actual gameplay. The same being said for basic one-on-one fights via the arcade mode. Sometimes the game would go as low as 12 FPS when loading something, only to recover to 59 frames per second in actual fights. There were some exceptions though where the fights dipped down to their mid to low 20s. However, we are not calling this the fault of the game itself at this time. Since this is a PC version, the compatible video drivers by Nvidia have not been released at the time of review. Not to mention that the review footage was also recorded on the same system that was playing the game at the same time, so the GPU of the PC was under a lot of stress. So there are other factors at play that have not been replicated that may change your gameplay experience. Overall, Tekken 8 has taken everything that was improved in Tekken 7 and added more to it. The story mode is well written and the gameplay is solid with a lot of modes to choose from. Online play is actually really good and for the most part, everything looks and plays very smooth and polished, except for those small frame drop issues on PC that may still be affected upon retail release. Tekken 8 scores a rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars, making it a highly recommended game. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more, then check out any of the other game reviews here on the Outerhaven YouTube channel. We are uploading content weekly from gameplay videos, reviews, podcasts and more. While you're checking out the channel, please click the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and leave a like or a comment on the video. The Outerhaven thrives on support of people like you watching this video, and everything you do will help us continue to defeat the evil algorithm known as YouTube video management. Also, come on over to www.theouterhaven.net for more reviews, opinions, and daily gaming news content.